what's up you guys, Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Ally McBeal. This is season 1, episode 9, yeah. Let's just get into it. I've never been that sucked in where someone could come up and go, "Rawr!"
It was funny. Cruelty is funny to you? Pain?
When it's somebody else's.
What do you watch? The Sound of Music?
What's wrong with the Sound of Music?
Nothing if you don't mind Julie Andrews being alive.
You have something against Julie Andrews?
Doesn't everybody?
No.
No.
I like her.
She's perky.
She isn't perky.
Sister Maria Mary Poppins?
What about that Blake Edwards movie she did where she bared her breast?
You know, I saw that movie, and you know what? Her breasts were perky. She had little, optimistic nipples.
Okay. What's going on?
High school.
What about high school?
I was voted most likely to become Julie Andrews. Ah.
That's
I'm not anything like her.
nice.
First of all, no. Second of all, neither is she. She regrets those movies because people got the same idea you did.
I think people do think I'm kind of prudy. I go into the unisex. Richard and Billy
What's
will be
wrong
telling
with
the
being
joke
a
and they
prude?
stop as soon as I come in. It's like they're afraid they're gonna pierce my little virgin ears.
That's just men. Men have something about dirty jokes.
They do?
Yeah, if you want in on the club, just tell one.
Do you know any?
I got a few.
Tell me one.
No, I'm not telling you any dirty jokes.
Why not?
'Cause you'll faint. Sorry. All right. This man's walking down the beach when all of a sudden he spots this girl. No arms, no legs, just a torso. And she's crying. So he goes up to her, he says, "Why are you crying?" She says, "I'm 21 years old. I have no arms, no legs, and I've never been kissed." Bends down, gives her the softest, most gentle kiss. It was so romantic, her tears just stop. She says softly, "Thank you." When he hears her crying again, he says, "What?" She says, "I'm 21 years old. I have no arms, no legs, and I've never been screwed." And with that, he bends down, picks her up, and throws her into the ocean and says, "You're screwed now." What?
That was disgusting.
Oh, come on.
No, a woman has no arms and no legs and you're making fun of her sex life?
Oh, forget it. You are pathetic.
That's less of a dirty joke,
Yes,
but
you.
more of
No,
a
see, Renee, that
mean
joke
joke.
wasn't funny. It was sick. That poor woman is drowning.
It's a joke.
Who's drowning?
The woman who got chucked into the ocean. And you're singing about sleigh bells and doorbells and schnitzels and noodles
Joke.
and it's sick. Sick, sick, sick. Do you think it's funny?
No, it's sick.
Dirty jokes are supposed to be sick. That's the point.
So you think it's funny?
A little.
She's got no arms.
I
no
thought it
legs,
was kinda
bobbing
funny.
Up and down.
Ally, I don't think you're supposed to think about it.
Imagine what her life must have been like growing up. I mean,
Okay,
kids picking on her.
turn
she
the
never made it
empathy
to
off when
prom,
it
and now
comes
she's
to
on a
jokes.
beach and some guy
Everything's
comes by,
so much
picks her up,
funnier.
heaves her into the ocean.
I don't think the joke is funny, but Ally, it's a made-up thing. You have given this girl a whole backstory.
Maybe she did go to her prom.
You're not supposed to rationalize it like that. No joke would be funny if you dissected it.
Yeah, like was it high tide or low tide? How did she get to the beach in the first place? The questions are endless.
I have Renee on line 2.
Certified.
Ah, absolutely.
Your wife is right there, dude.
What's the matter?
She's suing us.
What?
Sexual harassment.
Let me see.
Well, I guess we know what she thinks of it now.
This is ridiculous.
The way you all keep gawking at her, I can't have blame her.
No, she's not suing on account of the men. She's complaining about the women.
What?
Yeah, the allegation is that the women have been hostile to her because they don't like the way she dresses.
What, can she sue for that?
She doesn't dress
I think she
any.
can.
She dresses
Supreme
normally.
Court is ruling on same-sex harassment this fall, but I don't see why they would block it as a cause of action.
She never made any demands or complaints, did she?
Not to me.
Well, she may have trouble proving that you had notice of the hostile environment.
She'll argue constructive notice.
Even so, step 1 is to complain. Give the employer a chance to fix the problem. She never did that.
I'll go meet with the lawyer.
Ridiculous.
It's true.
Well, that's what happens when you start reducing women to body parts.
This date's with a rabbi. He'll think this is reform.
Oh, is
Well,
this
I've
the...
never dated
Oh,
a
okay.
rabbi before. I hope he's more fun than the priest.
But if I told that joke in a room full of people, you'd be the only one not to laugh.
At the bar, you tell your joke. I dare you.
At the bar?
You think it's so funny? Put your microphone where your mouth is.
I will tell my joke at the bar. And if they laugh, you have to get up and tell your little flea joke.
Okay. You get up at that bar and you tell that joke. The same joke. And if people laugh, then I will get up on that stage and I will tell my flea joke.
I mean, I didn't laugh, but I thought it was kind of funny.
How can you be her attorney? You just represented the women you're now suing.
I'm flexible.
Listen, miss...
Call me Caroline, please.
We're talking huge conflicts of interest here.
I've made my client aware of the Conflicts Council, but thank you for your concern.
New firm policy, listen up. Anybody who sues this firm or me, personally, we all drop whatever cases we're working on and we devote all our intellectual and creative efforts to ruining that person's life. Are we clear? Irreversible, irreparable, irrational, ruin. New firm policy.
Wasting our time trying to disqualify
You
her.
shouldn't want to disqualify her. We'll have a much better time if Caroline Boop is a lawyer. She's lazy. Look how she handled last week's lawsuit. She doesn't really prepare. She's a quick hitter. We'll have a much tougher time with another lawyer.
She's right.
Georgia, you first chair. Since you're the most neutral, you can...
No, I'm not handling this case.
Why not?
That lawyer.
Poop?
Yes, Poop. She hit on me.
What?
With a look.
A look.
There's one thing I know, it's when I'm being hit on.
We'll be done at 5. Plenty of time to get down to the bar and hear you tell your big joke. Even if you don't get a laugh, you still get to get up on that stage. And that satisfies your inner exhibitionist self. Jokes and their relation to the unconscious.
Freud.
A person who likes to tell dirty jokes has concealed inclinations to exhibitionism.
Give me that.
No, there's more. People who are best at telling dirty jokes are the ones with a sadistic side to their sexuality.
First of all, this guy was the biggest sex perv
That's
going.
not true.
Freud?
Ally, everything was about sex with Freud. Little spanker couldn't walk down the street without one hand holding his head.
That little spanker invented psychoanalysis.
Oh, so you don't blame her for dressing this way?
Certainly not.
I don't think she dresses...
And yet you and the other women were
Pro-
angry enough to sue.
We sued because
Prerogatively?
the men here were acting like pigs.
I don't know what the word is.
Oh, so you were angry at the men.
Correct.
But in your lawsuit, you demanded that she be terminated.
That was an alternative demand. The first demand was only that she stop walking around in her slutty little way.
Oh, her slutty little way. So you have no hostility towards her?
I dress slutty. Just understated. Moderately slutty.
I don't think any of them
Do you make
dress
room for the
slutty.
possibility, Miss Vassal, that with women whispering that she's slutty, do you make room for the slightest possibility that she might feel the least bit oppressed?
Well, if she felt that way, she shouldn't dress how she dresses, flaunting her big alabaster buoys in everybody's faces. I did not ambush the firm.
Elaine, get out, please.
Let's not shame
We've
people
got
for
to
the way
pick
they
her
dress,
apart.
please.
We've got a motion to dismiss Penny. We've got to pick her apart, establish that she really didn't feel harassed. You want me to do it?
Allie, you.
Me?
Yeah, she'll turtle against Billy. You got a better chance. You got that Julie Andrews thing going.
Did someone tell you to say that to me?
Say what?
And I couldn't help but notice that we're here almost every day, too. Same people, same faces, lawyers, stockbrokers, twins. How about the dancing twins? Can we give it up to them, please?
Okay, this is not fair. She's warming up the crowd.
Anyway,
That's what you're supposed to do.
we need to laugh. What we need is one good, dirty joke. He says, what's the matter now? She says, I'm 21 years old, I have no arms, no legs, and I've never been screwed. So he bends down, picks her up, rolls her into the ocean and says, you're screwed now, baby.
Sometimes it's all about the way you say the joke as well.
What do you mean I cheated?
You did a 10-minute warm-up, you used the twins, and on the punchline you did a big butt waggle. And you changed the words. It wasn't even the same joke.
What do you mean it wasn't the same?
It was the
Before,
same.
when he threw her in the water, it was, "You're screwed now." Tonight you added a butt waggle and you said, "You're screwed now, baby." "You're screwed now, baby" is much funnier. And I would have laughed at that, maybe. Baby is a little...
I was good.
Yeah, but
Butt
the
waggle
joke
was
is still the same.
And baby just...
Maybe I could pay off this bet with money. Or breakfast in bed for like a week.
When you're sweet like this, it's almost impossible to say no. Almost.
Please, I'll be your slave.
This time, tomorrow night, you're taking that stage.
Did you see that?
What?
She looked at me.
Georgia, Poop is married. She's not gay.
Then why does she look at me?
I don't know. You thought that joke was sick, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, they laughed hard, Georgia.
The men laughed. The women, I think, were just more amused by Renee's performance.
Why do men like sick jokes?
I'm not sure.
I-
I think they're just...
Not just men.
Yeah.
When they filed that lawsuit saying that they hated the way that I dressed and the way that I walked around, after that I had to assume they weren't looking at me because they wanted to be my friends.
So when they filed that lawsuit, that's when you felt the hostility.
Yes.
Okay.
You were supposed to tear her up. You coddled her, Ally. I'm nothing if not disappointed.
I know what I'm doing, Richard. Where are we on the 12b6 motion?
Tomorrow morning, but Ally, I sort of agree with Richard. You didn't get anything out of her. I don't know how we're gonna get the claim dismissed without the admission she didn't really feel harassed.
What are we taking the motion to dismiss other than a prayer?
I got it covered, Richard.
Is it possible she can't really be objective on this?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, she is one.
One what?
A woman. And on sex and sexual harassment, they don't see straight.
Women.
Yes. Here's the thing about them. Women, as a rule, hate pretty women. But women, as a rule, also sympathize with other women victims because they're women. No, are you with me?
I'm doing my best.
It's like this. Women want other women to be destroyed, but as women, they don't want to be the actual destroyers themselves.
If you find a way to word that cleverly, could be a fishism.
I get approached by gay women a lot, Billy.
Caroline Poop is not gay.
I think it's my voice.
Your voice.
My voice is kind of deep for a woman.
Are you crazy? You have the sexiest voice in the world.
But it is a little...
I feel like my voice is very deep,
So?
but
So,
like,
I think that gay women think that it comes from some chromosome or gene that...
okay, I'm just gonna say that's not really how lesbianism works, but alright. Right. I've always felt like as a kid, right, when I was growing up, I always felt like my voice was really deep. And it wasn't until I started hearing myself back quite a lot. Through like videos or just like recordings or whatever, that I heard that my voice was a lot higher pitched than I hear it myself. So it's almost like you're never going to hear your voice the same way that other people hear your voice because your ears are different to other people's ears and stuff. So, and you know, everything just sounds different in different ways, so... Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that apparently I was wrong. I have a girly voice. And, what you're saying here doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The whole point of, like, being into girls is that you're into girls, not that you're into girls that sound like guys.
Maybe that's why they think I could be gay. I don't know. Richard Fish touched my neck the other day.
What?
He made it seem like an accident, but I know it was on purpose. think he was checking to see if I had an Adam's apple.
Richard touched your neck.
You have my laugh, no matter how bad it goes.
She dared me to come up here and tell a dirty joke. She didn't think I had it in me. She didn't think I could do it. And what do you think? You think I can do it?
No.
Good. Good. I'm glad you think that, because you know what? One of the last vestiges of gender bias is the dirty joke. Men can handle it, women can't. We're not tough enough. We're too decent. Fragile. And by the way, my joke, true story. Two little fleas. They meet at a bar in Florida. One year, the second little flea, he arrives, and he's freezing cold. And he says, ooh, I was just zooming down from Jersey in the mustache of some guy on a motorcycle, and I am frozen. And the first flea says, well, that is no way to come to Florida. Here's what you do. Find a beautiful stewardess, you climb up her leg, you nestle right in her warm, soft, you know what I mean. And you get a good night's sleep, and you wake up in Florida. Year goes by, vacation comes, in comes the second flea again. Freezing cold again. And the first flea goes, well, okay, why are you cold? Didn't you do what I said? And the second flea says, I did exactly what you said. I climbed right up the leg of a beautiful stewardess, I nestled in, and I passed out all snuggled up, and the next thing you know, I am zooming down the freeway in the mustache of some guy on a motorcycle.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh, come on. Now, this they think is funny. Let's hear it for Vonda.
That's embarrassing, but I didn't get it. You put a lot of effort into it. It was like, it was a good story.
With a good dirty joke, it's got to be surprising. But the listener also has to have a sense of what's coming. And with you, the way you look and your demeanor, I just don't think they were prepared for that kind of filth.
Oh, well, that clears it up.
Ms. McBeal, how delightful you're still at large. How goes the potato chip quest?
Just smile. Pretend that was cute. Your Honor, we've brought a motion to dismiss Miss Higgins' lawsuit. We believe that it fails to state a claim for which relief can be granted.
Same-sex harassment cases are clearly viable in the Commonwealth.
Ms. McBeal,
I agree.
you agree?
Yes, Your Honor, I don't think sexual harassment should be limited to opposite-sex situations.
I see. And why would we be here?
Miss Higgins only felt harassed as a result of the lawsuit filed by the women. It was only after reading that complaint that she felt they were hostile.
So?
A complaint can't be the basis of a sexual harassment claim. There's qualified immunity when it comes to pleadings.
Miss Poop?
What? Well, this is a ridiculous technicality, Your Honor. She was
You
treated
seem
in a
like a
hostile
terrible
manner by this
lawyer.
woman because they didn't like the way she dressed. That it came in the form of a legal pleading shouldn't make a bit of difference.
Makes a difference to me. This case is dismissed without prejudice.
You can't kick a case like that.
But I
You
can.
suck.
And I just did.
She's a terrible lawyer. Like, what? You didn't even try.
Why didn't you share?
Because I've decided to keep punchlines close to my vest.
You were fantastic, so we're legally off the hook.
Yes, you are.
We don't owe her anything.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Thank you.
Hey, I know what these looks are about, and I don't like them.
What looks?
These looks, like,
You did just check her out.
let's get together and watch Ellen sometime.
Is that what you think? Well, I have been looking at you, but not for that. Ever since childhood, I collected Barbie dolls, and well, I just never met a grown-up living one in person before, and working side by side with Skipper,
That's really rude.
I don't know, I was just kind of blown away.
That's rude.
Is she
Sue
think I'm
it.
lesbian? No. What is it?
She thinks I'm Barbie.
Worse.
It's worse?
Much.
Did you fiddle with my wife's waddle?
I might have grazed it. Bygones.
No. Bygones.
It wasn't in a sexual way.
Oh, please, I know your fetish, Richard.
Look, it's not like a neck is sexual for Georgia or you. It's a one-way jolly. What's the harm?
It is sexual for you, Richard. That's the violation. You were touching my wife in a sexual way. I don't appreciate it.
Oh. It won't happen again. Hey, bygones squared. You want to still work here, you can.
Really? Just like that?
No, not just like that. In my office, please.
And if it is anything remotely connected to that case, you should have a lawyer in the room.
I am a lawyer.
Richard, that case was dismissed without prejudice. It could come back, and with the things that roll off your tongue, I don't think you should be speaking to her outside of counsel.
Ally wants to be here, too, because she thinks I'll say something stupid. Anyway, Jennifer, may I call you Jennifer? It would be progress to give you a name.
Sure.
Jennifer, you're a tall woman with enormous breasts.
Richard?
Let me finish. I and a few other men here have considered you an asset to the firm, and we've been staring at your assets from time to time. The women here are really angry at me and some of the men, not you, and we're to blame. I'm glad you're still working here, and I will see to it that the men don't act like idiot sophomores, and beyond that, I apologize. You deserve a lot more respect than we've given you.
Thank you.
What?
I feel like some of the people here are looking at me different. Like I'm nasty or something.
And you like that?
I do.
Do you think this rabbi guy could work out?
I doubt it. And even if it did, he'd probably make me convert.
And you never do that.
And give up Christmas? oh, I gotta go meet Renee.
Alrighty, well that was Ally McBeal, season 1, episode 9. Pretty decent episode. Again, I didn't understand the joke. Maybe someone can give me the punchline and explain it to me. I like that Richard apologized. I still think that Billy's the worst, because, like, he is in a fucking relation, like, he's got a wife. I mean, Richard has a girlfriend, but, like, wife. And he's been staring, like, in front of her. Anyways. Like, this guy has the gall to, like, go up to Richard and be like, you touched my wife in a sexual way. Like, fair enough, okay, but, like, also, you've been flirting with your ex-girlfriend. You told her that you missed her last episode, and you've been undressing another woman. Like, look at yourself. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.